what we try to do in most elimination of bias programs is we try to shame people into thinking, don't think thoughts like this. Where in fact, we have those thoughts. We have to have thoughts like crux of bias. You see, you have this ranking in your head. You have to. Are you aware that those preconceived notions, do they apply to the specific person in front of you? That's the key question to ask yourself. That's the question you need to ask to start addressing what elimination of bias really means in today's world. And that means this is true for clients, this is true with respect to hiring attorneys. It's certainly true, and we'll talk a lot about this as this evening progresses, that there is an emotional element to what it means to look for a job, both for the employer and for the candidate. And it's also true that too many lawyers and law students don't know nearly as much as they should about how the legal market works, about employers, how to find out that kind of information so they can make informed decisions. So what are the biases, what are the preconceived notions that I've heard people say? What are the actual day-to-day things that come up? I'm worried that it will be too expensive to hire someone who has a physical disability. I'm worried that they're going to, the people in protected classes are more likely to sue me. That if I hire a woman who's pregnant, she's not going to come back and all the time and money I spent on training is going to get wasted. Most of you don't know or may not know that in California, there's an actual rule of professional conduct that prohibits discrimination in the conduct of your law practice. And it includes hiring, promotion, basically every term and condition of employment. Lawyers tend to be a high-risk, high compensation hire. The difference between hiring a good lawyer and a bad lawyer is not only a lot of money, but also the difference between someone who could be an amazing team member and helpful and do wonderful things for a client and someone who's basically waiting to go sue you for some alleged slight that they think you've committed as an employer. First question you need to ask yourself before you even begin to look at any resumes, you need to, before you even think about talking to people, the first thing you need to do is, okay, I have an idea, I want to hire someone. What do I want them to do? Literally, if I was going to follow them for a week or a month, or whatever the relevant time period, what would I see that person doing? What are the most important things I want them to do? If you want someone who knows how to write successful motions for summary judgment or persuasive briefs, or knows how to do real estate transactions on their own, ask them when's the last time they actually did that. And if the answer is, I've never done it, or it happened once by accident in 1983, my guess is you're going to find better candidates elsewhere. But you're going to be less susceptible to this idea of bias. You're going to be less susceptible, not impervious. This isn't a cure-all, but at least you'll be starting the process in a way that opens you up to making sound decisions and eliminating bias all at the same time.